Good morning, children. I am Naveen sir, your maths teacher of Kakatiya Public School. Today we are revising our topic lines and angles. So we are revising the topics. The topic name is lines and angles. So in last previous parts we discussed about the lines and angles, introduction and some types of problems. I hope you understood the problems. Today we are going to revise this topic. Revision of this topic. So first point. So in your social map pointing, all of you know they will give the map for you in social, and they will ask to locate the rivers, states of capitals. They ask to map pointing on the map. So how you will locate by representation of point? Nothing but point is nothing but exact location, position. Point is nothing but exact location or position. So points are always denoted by the capital letters A, B, C, so on. The points are always denoted by the capital letters A, B, C. Next, line. A line is a set of points which has a no end point. It extends endlessly on both directions. See, this is, so line is a set of points. It has no end points. It will extend endlessly on either sides. Next, line segment. The line segment is a part of a line. A line segment is a part of a line. It has two endpoints. See, this is a line segment. So it has two endpoints. This is one endpoint. This is one endpoint, and it is a part of a line. It has two endpoints. Next, ray. Ray is also a part of a line. Ray. This is a diagram of ray. It is also a part of a line. It has one end point and it begins at point and it will extend endlessly on the specific direction. It will extend, it will go endlessly in a specific direction. So a ray has one end point. So it is a ray. It is a part of a line. It begins at a point and it go endlessly on a specific direction. So a ray has one end point. Now angle. The combination of the union of two rays which have a common end point is called angle. So this is this union. How we formed this union? The union of two rays which have a common end point is called angle. So the angle is always represented by theta. Now we'll discuss about the types of angles. First one, acute angle. Acute angle. The angle measures between 0 and 90 degrees is called as an acute angle. So between the theta will be between 0 and 90 degrees. Then the angle is called as an acute angle. Next, second one, right angle. If the angle measures exactly 90 degrees, then the angle is said to be right angle. So it is exactly 90 degrees, then the angle is said to be right angle. Next, third one, obtuse angle. If the angle measures between 90 and 180, then the angle is said to be an obtuse angle. So the theta angle is between 90 degrees and 180 degrees. Then the angle is said to be obtuse angle. Next, third one, straight angle. Straight angle. If the angle measures, if an angle measures exactly 180 degrees, then the angle is said to be straight angle. If an angle measures exactly 180 degrees, then the angle is said to be straight angle. Next, fifth one, reflex angle. Reflex angle. If an angle measures between 180 and 360, then the angle is said to be reflex angle. So the angle is between 180 and 360, then the angle is said to be reflex angle. Next, sixth one, complete angle. So complete angle, complete nothing but one rotation. If the angle measures exactly 360 degrees, then the angle is said to be complete angle. So this is a first one point. Next, line segment, ray, angle, and these are the types of angles. We will discuss about the different types of angles. Different types of angles. First one, adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. If the two angles have a common vertex and common arm, then the angles are said to be adjacent angles. See, look at here. This is a figure diagram. This is the vertex O. Here C, here A, and one more ray I am drawing, that is a B. So here we can represent this is angle 1 and this is angle 2. So these two angles have a common arm and common vertex, then angle 1, 2 are called as a adjacent angles. Next, second one, complementary angles. Complementary angles. If sum of two angles are equals to 90 degrees, then the two angles are called as a complementary angles. So, for example, 30 degrees and 60 degrees. So, sum of two angles, 30 plus 60 is how much? 90. Then, these sum of two angles, this type of angles are called as a complementary angles. Now, third one, supplementary angles. Supplementary angles. If sum of two angles is equals to 180 degrees, then the two angles are called as a supplementary angles. For example, this is 130 degrees and this is 50 degrees. Then 130 plus 50 is how much? 180. Sum of two angles is equals to 180 degrees. Then the angles are called as a supplementary angles. Next, fourth one, linear pair of angles. Linear pair of angles. A pair of adjacent angles, sum is 180 degrees, then the angles are said to be linear pair of angles. So look at here, a pair of adjacent angles, sum is 180 degrees. What? The angles, first of all the angles should be adjacent, then after that the two angles should be equals to 180, then the angles are said to be linear pair of angles. So for example, like this, if it is 120 and this is 16, then 120 plus 60 is how much? 180 degrees. So it has a, see this is angle 1, angle 2, it has a common vertex and common arm. So these two are adjacent angles, and as well as sum of these two adjacent angles are equals to 180, then this type of angles are called as a linear pair of angles. Next, fifth one, vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. If two lines are intersect each other, then the angles are formed opposite to each other at the point of intersection, then the angles are called as a vertically opposite angles. See, this is a diagram. If two lines intersect to each other, the angles are formed at the point of intersection. The which angles are? The opposite angles. These two are opposite angles, these two are opposite angles. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 2 and 4 are called as a vertically opposite angles. 1 and 3 are called as a vertically opposite angles. Next, different types of lines. Different types of lines. First one, intersecting lines. Intersecting lines. If two lines have a common point, then the two lines are said to be intersecting lines. So example is like this. This is line L and line M. Two lines have a common point, then these two lines are said to be intersecting lines. Next, second one, parallel lines. If two lines do not intersect at any point, then the lines are called as a parallel lines. This is a diagram of parallel line. Are they intersect at any point? No. So if two lines do not intersect at any point, then the lines are called as a parallel line. So parallel symbol is denoted by this, like this. Parallel is denoted by this symbol. And third one, perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines. If two lines intersect at only right angles, then the lines are called as a perpendicular lines. If two lines intersect at only at right angles, then the lines are called as a perpendicular lines. See, this is an example. This is a diagram of perpendicular lines. Two lines, line L and M, intersect at right angle. See, look at here, right angle, right angle, right angle. and all sides right angle 90 90 90 90. Then this type of lines are called as a perpendicular lines, transversal line. Transversal line. So first definition of transversal line: a line which intersect two or more lines at distinct points. At distinct point, nothing but at different points, is called a transversal line. So this is the diagram of transversal line. A line which intersect two or more line also at distinct points. I think at different points is called this, which is line is transforming. That line is called as a transversal line. So here, when a transversal line cuts two lines, it forms 8 angles. So look at here, the line at each intersection 4 angles are formed. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many intersections are there? 2 intersections are there. So at each intersection 4 angles are found. So here next 5, 6, 7, 8. So at each intersection 4 angles, then 2 intersections are there, then total 8 angles are formed. When the transversal line is transforming the other 2 lines, then total 8 angles are formed. Now we will discuss about the different types of angles are there. So here 8 angles are there. So 8 different types of angles also we will discuss. So first one is interior angles. Interior angles. Interior. When you will go to your friend's house, so your interior decoration is very good, you will say. So interior decoration means inside of the house. So inside of the house, nothing but between the two lines, which are the angles 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the interior angles, nothing but between the parallel lines, between the lines which are angles are there, that angles are said to be interior angles. What are the angles? Angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6. These are the interior angles. Now second one, exterior angles. Exterior nothing but outside. So which is the angles laying outside of the lines, then the angles are called as the exterior angles. Nothing but 3, 4, 5, 6. Remaining angles are exterior angles. What are the angles? Angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8. So angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8. So these are the interior angles, these are the exterior angles. Next, third one, interior angles on same side of transversal line. So here now we are going to discuss about the interior angles only same side, one side of the transversal line. So look at here, this is the transversal line and same side of the transversal line interior. What are that? 3, 6 and one more pair is 4, 5. So angle 3 and 6 and angle 4 and angle 5. These are the interior angles on the same side of transversal line. Next, fourth one, exterior angles. Exterior angles on same side of transversal line. So now these are, now we have to discussing about the exterior angle on the same side of the transversal line. So now exterior angle, so 2 7, and both are same side and both are exterior angle. One pair is what? 2, 7, and another pair 1, 8. 1, 8. So these are the exterior angles on the same side of transversal line. So here we have a property. Sum of interior angles on the same side of transversal line are supplementary angles. So same exterior angle on same side of transversal line are also supplementary angles, nothing but 180 degrees. So observe here, these 3, 6. These 3, 6, sum of 3 plus 6 are always equal to supplementary angles. Now next, fifth one. Fifth one is corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. So here these corresponding angles are very important. So look at here the definition of corresponding angles. So let me draw the parallel lines and transversal line. This is the angles laying, one is exterior and one is interior, and the both angles are same side of the transversal line are called corresponding angles. So you can write it, one is exterior, one is interior. So here these are angles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So one is interior and one is exterior, 2, 6, and same side of the transversal line. Sir, you are saying 2, 6, you are saying. So why we can't take as a 3 and 2? Why? Because these are adjacent angles. Corresponding angles are never be adjacent angles. So the angles, nothing but one is an exterior angle and another one is an interior angle and the same side of the transversal line, but they do not set to as an adjacent angle. Then the angles are called as a corresponding angles. So when the two lines are parallel, then the corresponding angles are equal. So look at here. So what are the corresponding angles? Pairs of 2, 6. So one pair is 2, 6, and another pair is what? 3, 7. Angle 3, angle 7. Next this side, angle 1, angle 5. Angle 1 is equals to angle 5. Next angle 4 is equals to angle 8. So here we have a relation here, 2, 6, 4, 8. So relation is between even to even, odd to odd number to odd number, even number to even number. So clarifyly we can understand. Okay, right. Now sixth one, interior alternate angles. Interior alternate angles. So alternate angles are two types, interior alternate angles and exterior alternate angles also there. So now first we will discuss about the interior alternate angles. So let us draw the diagram. So these are the parallel lines and this is a transversal line. So interior alternate angles. So the angle should be interior but either side of the transversal line. So here the angle, this is 3 and this is 5. So both are interior angles and either side of the transversal line. So you are taking 3 and 5. Then why we can't take as a 4 and 3? Why? Because these are adjacent angles. They are not interior alternate angles. They are adjacent angles. So here the angle should be interior and either side of the transversal line is called interior alternate angle. So interior alternate angles are two pairs, that are angle 3 is equals to 5 and remaining angle is 4 is equals to 6. Angle 4 is equals to 6. Now seventh one, exterior alternate angles. Exterior alternate angles. Now, same the alternate angles, nothing but here we took interior, now we have to take the exterior angles. So, this is a parallel lines and this is a transversal line and so look at here like this. This is 2 and this is 8. So, either side of the transversal line and the angle should be exterior. Then, one pair is angle 2 is equals to 8 and another pair is what? Angle 1 is equals to 7. Angle 1 is equals to 7. Then, so here also we can identify 4 is equals to 6. Even to even, 3 is equals to 5, odd number to odd number. Easily we can get. So here also 2 is equals to 8, 1 is equals to 7. So we can applicable for only corresponding angles and interior alternate, exterior alternate angles. Next, last one is vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. So vertically opposite angles is nothing but, so these are parallel lines and this is a transversal line. When two lines are intersecting, when the angles are formed opposite to each other at the point of intersection. So here this is the point of intersection. When the angles are opposite to each other are called vertically opposite angles. Nothing but which angles are there? 1 is equals to 3. So 1 is equals to 3 and here 2 is equals to 4. Angle 2 is equals to angle 4 and same as here. So here angle 6 is equals to 8 and angle 5 is equals to 7. Angle 5 is equals to 7. Angle 6 is equals to 8. So this is the transversal line and this is the types of totally angles. Children, question paper pattern already you know. Part A, Part B. Part A it has 70 marks. Part B it has 10 marks. Totally 8 marks. So now this is the first one. This type of problems it will come for 2 marks. So draw any 2 obtuse angles. So we should draw any 2 obtuse angles. So obtuse angle nothing but the angle is between 90 and 180. So the angle is between 90 and 180. So like this we have to draw obtuse angle 120 degrees and this is first one and second one we can draw as an angle 160 degrees. So both are 120, 180, between 90 and 180. So these two are obtuse angles. So this is for example 2 marks problem. Next, second one, this type of problem it will come in 4 marks problem. Okay, 4 marks. Now write any 4 pairs of complementary angles of your choice. So how many pairs they are asking? 4 pairs about complementary angles. So solution, first pair I am writing as a 45 degrees, 45 degrees. So complementary angle nothing but sum of 2 angles is equals to 90 degrees. Then the 2 angles are said to be complementary angles. Then 45 is how much? 90. Then it is a 1 pair of complementary angle. Now second pair is 50 degrees, 40 degrees. So 50 plus 40 is how much? 90 degrees. So this is another pair. Now third one I am writing as a 60 degrees, 30 degrees. So 60 plus 30, 90 degrees. Now last fourth one is I am writing for example 89 degrees and 1 degrees. So 89 plus 1 how much? 90 degrees. So 89 degrees, 1 degrees also a pair of example for complementary angles. This type of problems will come for 8 marks. So these are name all the possible angles you can find in the following figure which are adjacent and linear pair of angles. So here they given a diagram. So in this following figure we have to identify which are the adjacent angles and which are the linear pair of angles we have to identify. So solution, first one is adjacent angles. So we have to identify the pairs of adjacent angle. So look at here, adjacent angle is nothing but the angles, the two angles have a common arm and common vertex, then the angles are called as a adjacent angles. So look at here, angle AOC and angle BOC. These two are called adjacent angles. Why? Because common vertex and common arm. These two angles. So angle AOC and angle BOC. Next, similarly, angle BOC and angle BOD. Angle BOC and angle BOD. And similarly these two, angle AOD and angle BOD also same like this. Common vertex and common arm. So what are the angles? AOD and BOD. So angle BOD and angle AOD. And next, same these two angles also adjacent angles. See, common vertex and common arm for these two angles. So it has a adjacent angles. So what are the angles? Angle AOD and angle AOC. So angle AOD and angle AOC. So these are the four pairs of adjacent angles. Next, second one, linear pair of angles. Linear pair of angles. So we have to identify the linear pair. Linear pair nothing but if the two adjacent angles are sum is equals to 180 degrees, then the angles are said to be linear pair of angles. So here, look at here. So these two adjacent angles we said, and is equal to 180 or what? Yes. Then AOC and BOC are linear pair of angles. So AOC and angle BOC are linear pair of angles. One pair we got. And next another pair. See, look at down. See this angle BOD and angle AOD. These two are adjacent angles and equals to 180 degrees. Then angle AOD and angle BOD also linear pair of angles. So this is the problem.